I think the system that was in place prior to 2007 is that global control mechanism. It's already in place. People don't understand, but it was already there. The evidence that it's already there is their ability to repair that system according to the means that continues to keep their levers and controls of power in place. It's already there. They don't have, I mean, if you look at, say, for instance, Monsanto and the GM lobby, you've got these lobbyists around the US government and around the British government who've got vested commercial interests, and they're trying to pay off lawyers, and they've got lobby groups, and there's a huge amount of public relations work. You look at the people behind the financial system, there's none of that. Whatever routes of access they have into power, they don't need lobby groups. They're beyond that. Their power structure is already behind the scenes, fully in place. Nobody votes on anything. They just get told what to do. So when George Bush is told the way out of this is tell the rating agencies to stop putting rating on the monoline insurers, that wasn't George Bush's idea. No. We all know he genuinely is too stupid to come up with an idea like that.
That's right.
Somebody else told him that's what needed doing, and he did it. It wasn't put before Congress. It was not voted and debated anywhere, nothing. It was just somebody told him. This is the black hand, you know, as Adam Smith talked about all those years ago. There's a hidden hand behind this, the agenda. And that hidden hand has grown and grown and grown in power. This is the global control system. These people decide how much money foreign currency is worth today. We look at the whatever's going on in Russia today, the politic of which can be argued about till the cows come home. The bottom line is the ruble has had massive devaluations because somebody somewhere pressed a button. Nothing changed with the Russian economy. There's no difference between the relationship of the Russian economy and anywhere else. People, unfortunately, with the cognitive dissonance now, they don't recognize that this is that control system. It's already there. They're in control.
Ahmed, most people don't know either that the Russian Federation Central Bank is part of the Rothschild banking structure. They don't know that.
That's right. And one of the first things that I think that now Mr. Putin has started looking quite closely at this, and he has got rid of some fairly senior people inside that area.
Yeah, because it looks like, and I don't know about this, it looks like in some ways he wants to leverage his influence within the cartel. And so in many ways he's gone off the reservation. And not very far off. I mean, you know, because in order to have mayhem, you have to have two sides of an argument, two sides of a fight. And he certainly has bellied up to the bar and played the role of being the foil to to that homo president we got over in America. But the point I'm trying to make here is that the simple fact of the matter is that it seems to me like he may a little bit be going off the res here. And you've often talked about running with the hares and running with the hounds, and he kind of go where it suits his purpose. I'm not sure that that's not wrong. I mean, I'm certain he's part of the game because he's got weekly meetings with the Lubavitch, and anybody who meets with the Lubavitch weekly, in my book, is a bad guy. Anybody who does Gazprom deals for billions with Israel is a bad guy. I mean, you don't need to go any further than that. But
absolutely, yeah. I mean, we can't say that he's a good guy, and he's not here to, as Alex Jones would like to say, challenge the New World Order and take on the New World Order. In fact, at the moment, it's very clear from the way he's addressing, as he keeps calling them, his Western partners. He doesn't want to be off the reservation, and he doesn't want to be in a situation of conflict. It's clear he doesn't want any of that. Yeah. It's not in his economic best interests.
But it's also very clear, and you never see the fact that that Gazprom did that huge deal with Israel, knowing. Listen to this one. They know the gas that they're going to deal with Gazprom. They know that gas came off of the Palestinian coast. They know it.
Yeah.
But the Russians did the deal with the Israelis because the Israelis are going to steal it right out from under the Palestinians.
Yeah.
They know that the Lubavitch, they don't take pictures of the Lubies going into his office every single week. They don't know that Putin passed the Holocaust bill that's the same exact law that France has. That if you deny any facts involved in the Holocaust, you go to prison. These are things that he has passed in recent time. So my point being is that if you think he's not running with the hares and the hounds, then you're not paying with a full deck.
Absolutely, yeah. He does what he thinks is necessary for them to accept him as being on board. So yeah, he'll go along with all of that. As long as he's making money as a typical mafia don, as long as there's money in it, he doesn't mind. You want me to say this about those people? He doesn't care. He's got no. He's not a lover of truth. He's not a truth seeker. He's a President Putin fan, and he believes in President Putin. And at the moment, he's doing a very good job of playing to the truth audience.
Yes,
he's a skillful politician.
Skillful done. Yeah, absolutely, Mohammed. And so many people in our camp, in our supposed, and I hate using the truth movement because people wouldn't know the truth if it bit them in the nose. This movement we've got, so many people are buying that he is their hope for, the only hope America or Europe has of getting out of this is during the dust settling, we take over in a revolution, or our military actually sees the light and kicks these SOBs out, and we have a positive military coup, which very rarely happens, but that's one of our only hopes. If these guys get the chance to finish the job that they've started, we're all in big trouble, all of us.
Well, I don't think that we can rely on the military for a coup, unfortunately. They communally have the IQ of slightly more than a hamburger, but not a lot more. So I really don't place much store in that. I think
Kay, what's her name? The blonde woman there. She said her husband was homosexually assaulted during his time when he was trying to become a higher level colonel and everything. He was a Princeton graduate, and what was her name? Kay.
Griggs? Was it Kay Griggs?
Kay Griggs. That's right, Kay Griggs. She said in no uncertain terms that the whole upper echelon of the military structure is compromised.
Yeah.
And she said you don't make it to the higher level within the military unless you've already been caught with photographs of some guy messing with you, or you with a child on your face or something. And we're going to get talking about that whole scam in a minute. But Mohammed, here we are in the end game. And of course, a lot of people are going to die in this next phase. They're going to, because they don't have more than a 2 or 3 day food supply in their homes. They actually have absolutely no savings. That 50% of the United States population has no savings at all, none. In Europe, it's the same. I mean, come on, you talk to somebody in Greece or in Spain or in Portugal or in Ireland, if they've got any savings left. The fact of the matter is they're going to tell you absolutely not. They're living from day to day, paycheck to paycheck, whatever it may be. The truth is that in the next phase, we are going to see some serious pain and suffering going on. And there's just no way around it. But leading up to it, and what do you see as the trigger points? A lot of people are saying, and I want your opinion on this, that by September, the Americans' fiscal year starts in September, so that they do their accounting not by January 1st. The Americans do a fiscal process where they pick a date during the year and roll over their finances on that date. And the fiscal year in America ends in September, which of course is going to expose a lot of the imbalances that they've created over the last God knows how many months here about what they've been doing. But looks like the pushing on the strings failing, looks like their manipulation of gold is starting to fail, which is a big part of this. the COMEX and the LBMA right now are losing control over the gold fix because all of the real physical gold is now in the Shanghai gold. What do they call that? The Shanghai Cooperation Council. So what my point is that September looks like the real crunch time for when you go to your guichet automatic, your automatic teller, and ask for some money. It's going to say, sorry, we're closed. Closed for renovations or some crap, you know. It doesn't look like it's going to make it. Some people think it's going to happen sooner than that, but I don't think we can make it much longer than September, Mohammed. I don't. I'm not going to make that as a prediction. I'm asking you, what do you think in terms of time frame here? I think we're very close to the failing of all of it.